It's the first time Mazda has offered a choice of engine capacity in its MX-5. The world's favourite Roadster is now offered with 1.5 and 2 Litre Skyactiv 4-cylinder units, offering expectedly different outputs. For the 1.5 we find 96 kilowatts, and for the 2 litre it's 118. More importantly is the difference in power to weight ratio, which is 95.1 kilowatts per tonne for the smaller capacity engine and 114.2 for the larger. But as anyone familiar with the MX-5 ethos knows, the experience of driving this wonderful little car isn't about how fast it goes or how quickly it gets there. It's about the feel at the wheel, a connection with the car, a sense Mazda calls Jinbai-itai, or horse and rider as one. What we hope to find out is whether that experience is diluted by adding more power, or if indeed more power equates to more thrills. And to help us find out, we've enlisted the help of V8 supercar driver Luke Youlden.
Nice twisty road ahead of me into the forest. It must be in a Mazda MX-5, so immediately I'm impressed with the clutch feel. Also the great little gearbox feel as well. Quite tight, very, very responsive. Obviously a tiny little engine this one, relative terms to in sports cars, but yeah, especially going down here like this, quite responsive. One thing I noticed, it turns in very well. And if anything, if you're going a little bit hot through some of these corners, see that it gets a bit loose, which is actually quite unusual for a road car. So it's very responsive in its turn-in, and it is a bit of a driver's car in that respect. I do notice the engine being a little bit on the small side, obviously, so you've got to probably tend to work it a little bit harder than what I'd like, so I probably need to be in third gear. It needs to really work above sort of 3.5. In the taller gears, I guess, it's wanting a little bit of low-down grunt, but if you want to have a bit of fun on a nice sunny day like this, I don't think changing gears is your drama.
Luke praised the primary controls of both variants, noting a precise clutch action and short throw gear shift as highlights. He felt the relationship between the gear shift and the small diameter steering wheel was spot on, while the steering itself was direct, adding to the MX-5's razor sharp turn-in. But did the extra power of the 2 litre model stand head and shoulders above the 1.5?
In the big block version, I say that tongue-in-cheek, I immediately noticed it's a little bit louder, a little bit throatier exhaust note to it. Well, it's very similar in terms of its balance, turns in very, very well. A little bit more response down low, that's for sure. You can be a little bit lazy with your gear selection, so you can be in that taller gear for a little bit longer, and it's a lot more tractable down low, especially going uphill. Going downhill, you don't notice it so much. When you're up in the rev range, you know, it's not a significant difference. You know, if $2,500 odd dollars is significant for you, stick to the 1.5. It's not night and day, that's for sure. If it's not, hey, you can never complain about too much power, can you?